Hurt people hurt people. It sounds weird, it sounds funky, it sounds like what? But yes, I will say it again. Hurt people hurt people. A lot of times people project their feelings. A lot of times people lash out on others just because it's inside. The feelings come out one way or another, and being able to really understand your emotions, feel them, accept them, and then understand to project them on other people is so important, because you can end up saying something you don't actually mean. You can say things that are fueled with negative emotions that come out as negative words and negatively impact other people. You and I have this thing called a voice, and it's a tool, and it can be used for so many amazing things. And on the other hand, it can do so much damage. And it is up to you and I to decide what we do with it. And I think when we can take a moment and take a step back and understand that when we are hurt, when we are hurting, we don't always intentionally, but we sometimes end up hurting other people because that's all we feel, and so then that's all we think, and that's all we speak. And I mean, it kind of really goes down to like the basics of little kids. Most of the times, the bullies on the playground, in your class, in the classroom, they have a hard home life. They have a hard situation, and so they act out, and they're mean to people to see, like, it's like misery loves company. It does. Because so then you don't feel as alone. So then you don't feel like you are just suffering to suffer, that you have a purpose, you have a reason, and you are hurting other people. And I think when you can actually identify that you are hurting, that cycle stops with you. And I think it's so important to be able to have that cycle stop with you. Whatever cycle, whatever bad cycle, it stops at you. Because you are intelligent enough to know yourself, to know your emotions, and to understand that you are hurting. And I will repeat this, like, it's like do a push-up or a burpee for every single time I say hurt people, because I don't know any simpler way to say it other than like misery loves company. And it's true, because then when you see someone else feeling miserable, you don't feel as alone, and so then your hurt goes somewhere else, that you are unleashing that hurt onto someone else to see them getting hurt, but you don't intentionally mean it, but it just comes out that way. And I think thinking before you do is so important, because you can really stop a lot of issues, and you can stop a lot of unnecessary pain. And sometimes you and I are in that season of hurt, or that season of pain, or discomfort, or hopelessness, and it happens. There's a season to joys, and a season to love, and a season to learn, and at the same time there's positives. There's also going to be negatives with it, and I think when you are in that low stage, and you are in that low season, the low tide or the high tide, whatever perspective that you have, the scary tide, it's just another season, and you have to push through, and you and I have gotten here. And I mean, there's not a perfect answer. There's genuinely not a perfect answer, and you and I don't necessarily have to have the perfect answer, because we're not meant to. And when we kind of accept that we aren't meant to have certain things, and that things will come to us when they are ready, we no longer feel angry. We no longer feel like something belongs to us, but it doesn't. It's it's not here yet, you know? It's like that feeling of anger of why not now? Why not me? Why not her? Why not him? Why not them? Because it's not time yet. And I think that's one of the hardest things to accept, and to know that you're just not there yet. And I'm trying to accept that too, that I'm not there yet. I'm not there to wanting to get to that other stuff that I'm looking forward to. But I'm here now, and that you and I cannot hold anger in, because it just is very unnecessary, and we just need to let go. And we need to feel all of these emotions of anger, sadness, depression, whatever. Because so then we don't release those onto other people, so that we can be emotionally mature, so that we can understand where we're coming from, and to feel heard from ourselves, and to feel validated, and to know that we can't be everything to everybody, because then we're nothing to ourselves. I mean, so many thoughts and so many feelings are there, and you just want to be there for somebody else, but then you get angry when you feel like you don't have anything to give for them, because you don't have anything for yourself. So then how do you expect yourself to give to others? And then there's just so much anger and resentment, and you end up lashing out on them, and it's not their fault. It's no one's fault, truly. But it's just like a misunderstanding within yourself, that you don't understand aspects of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. You and I are learning about ourselves every day and all the time. And that's what we're meant to do, and that's what we're meant to be learning. That every single day isn't going to be sunshine and rainbows. Even though it would be amazing to have sunshines and rainbows every single day, but that's not how it works. And I mean, we can try, but in reality, I think we need to give ourselves time and space and love and care, so that we don't lash out on other people, so we don't say things that we wish we never have said, or even thought to have said. And sometimes it's just coming to terms of accepting your emotions, crying about it, and then letting it go. And so I want to leave you with this. When you feel your emotions being high, when you feel like you're just shaking because of your emotions, when you feel like you don't even understand what's going on, that you feel like you're so alone, that you have to deal with this all by yourself, ask yourself, where are you? Open your eyes. See that you are in a room. See that you are in somewhere, not your head. Because sometimes the scariest place to be is your head. And so all you really need to do is just open your eyes and ask yourself, where am I? Food for thought.